It looked good though. The visual effect was perfect. We just didn't get it.
Okay, riders, random start. Riders ready, watch the gate.
Welcome guys, here we are at Derby, home of the Brits for this season. Lovely little track. She's a bit of a long one, but let's start where we need to start, with the gate. Cut. Ow. I'm even saying cut. So here we are with the gate. Proper gate, proper manufacturer. We've gone full electric this time, so there's no messing around and there's no air rams to fail and cause nearly half a day's of waste riding. Here we go with Derby's Pro Start full electric gate. Proper 5 metre hill for you guys, plenty of pedalling all the way down. Send it. Here we are at Derby's first obstacle. First obstacle at Derby, not too severe. She's just an up and a down. Nice and simple stuff. She's going to be a manual on, possibly a jump on. Big lads, it's a double manual, get hard on the gas. We're going full gas off of the backside as fast as we can, all the way down into the inconvenience. This is Derby's only serious inconvenience on the whole track. Nice sensible sized roller, problem being we've got a big hole following it right in the middle. After the big hole, these guys are going to need to do a manual, and the littler guys definitely going to be jumping in, ready to ping them straight up onto the top double, which is a nice easy manual for the bigger guys as they go through. But once you're on the top, boy have we got a backside for you guys to get onto. She's steep and she's going to be fast, with a roller off the back before we hit the double into turn 1. The double's got a lovely steep face to it, encouraging you guys to do a jump and carry as much speed as you can up into the air before you hit turn 1. Turn 1 is a long way from the final jump, and if we pan round to check out back where that start gate was, you'll see this is possibly the longest first straight in the history of BMX racing. Down into turn 1, and as you guys can see, once we hit the tarmac, you've got about a 50 metre sprint before you're going to go for that pedal up and maybe have a look round. It's been a long way to get here. I'm tired. Now some of you little kids are going to take that as a big rest and roll into this turn and not bother to do any cranking. Because what I want to see is kids cranking all the way through, brief moment off and then full on the gas on the way out. If you're going to have a 5-minute break, here's the place to have it before we get back on them pedals to hit straight number 2. And straight number 2 is lovely. I'm not fussed how big you are, what age you are. Straight 2, you've got to be one of the best Brits straights ever. We've got a nice roller to start us off. It's mellow, but the fast guys is going to come at them pretty quick because they're still pedalling and on the gas. Easy number to go over, followed by entice their youngsters in for a needless jump, speed and kill everything. The fast is keep it simple or do a manual. This has got to be the one. Once you're off the side of this, we're going to get plenty of backside, push through, and want to see them little dudes getting hard on the pedal as soon as it's flat. If you're lucky, you might get some Americans pedaling all the way through the roller like it's not there. Next up to it, it's a step up double. She's a nice easy one. If you jump in this, you're heading to the back. Decent backside on the side, and then we can run with a good pedal, followed by a pump off a nice roller. One thing you will be noticing, this isn't inconvenient at all. It's lovely. Catch a crank in here if you can for you smaller dudes. Yet again, another mellow double. She's a quality one, and we'd like to come on the theme of manual all the way through to catch a decent backside, hard on the cranks all the way in. End of the second straight, and there's just a big lumpy bumpy thing that's just running us into turn 2. Not really an inconvenience, do what you like over here, pump, roll, manual, it doesn't really matter, no one's wafting it. And then we're going to arrive down into turn 2. Turn 2's quite tight, and she's definitely an old school stoppy starty turn. So you're going to come in too tight get too close to the markers, then it's going to be a big stop at the top and you're going to have to get started again to fire up. Unless you're smart and you come in with a question mark and gain some room and space out and cut through mid-turn to carry speed to straight number 3's lumpy bumpy bits. None of the lumpy bumpy bits on this straight really flow together too well, nor do they create any kind of inconvenience. It's a nice little straightforward manual, roll off the top, pump, there's nothing else happening here other than straightforward pumping for the little dudes. Last jump on the way in, she's a nice one. You can pop this one if you fancy it, bit of a jump, bit of a manual, but most of the guys are just going to manual through and then you've got to roll through onto the last turn, where again it's a bit of a stop-start one if you come in too tight and you just can't get out. So these guys over my shoulder, East Anglians. Now their main purpose for being here in East Anglians is they're just looking for a parade and a possible nice day out and a ride round. There's going to be very few of them in the finals, but the ones that are mean business. So, last turn. She's a nice fast last turn with plenty of exit speed before we hit the last few jumps as we come down on the last straight. They're nice simple ones, but easily to execute and get wrong under full tilt in the last heat on the last race. Thing you will notice about my last straight here at Derby, she's narrow. There's hardly any room to get things wrong down here. Two reasonable sized cruiser riders, and that you're not fitting a third one down here, not with their wobbling and their bandy knees. We're going 3 rollers in a row, then we've got a step up where we get a nice manual followed by a pump down. There's no pedalling here because it's fast and furious as we go over the last couple of rollers and tabletop right at the end. Once you're over that last roller, you've got a short sharp sprint to the finishing line and try and keep that bike rubber side down and go as fast as we can and get yourself a British Championship. Another key feature here at Derby for the riders to contend with is just to our side here, the skate park. Don't look like much of a feature to contend with for the British Championships BMX race, but let's be honest, these dudes are throwing bikes, skateboards, scooters and God knows what over their metal ramps while you're trying to get your timing right coming off a start gate. It's always going to be a bit of an inconvenience. And for the little kids, we've got that extra special feature of a pump track, but they're going to be more interested in riding a pump track than ever riding the racetrack, getting themselves as tired as they can before that final, frustrating the mums and dads.